Hi, everyone. I'm on here today, Tasha speaking, and I am doing storytelling, a short storytelling out of a book called Real Women, Real Talk by Kimberly Magia, and she is on Facebook. You can get this book on Facebook. You can get this book on Facebook at Real Women, Real Talk. You can go to Real Women, Real type in Real Women, Real Talk on Facebook, and her name is Kimberly Magia. And I think you can get this book on Amazon. Again, Real Women, Real Talk. And so this story is a book about different women and what type of woman you are. And last week I read about the religious woman, and I kind of have some similarities to her a little bit. Not all the way, but the book is just about me discussing different types of women. Do I feel like I can relate to the women? Do I know some women like this? So I'm not necessarily reading saying that I am the woman, but I'm going to tell you whether or not I have a little bit of attributes as the woman or characteristics, or I will tell you if I know of people who have some of the attributes or characteristics. As I said, this book is like 40 chapters, and it's like one pagers of different things about the women. Right here, it says work ethic. So I'm going to read a little about this story, this book. This one right here that I'm reading about today is Strong Woman. Last week I read about the religious woman. Women who know who they are. Now that's my type of woman. We are the ones that don't need anybody to define us. We got it going on. Through storms, potholes, or any other type of disaster we have faced, we girls keep our heads high, walk tall, and are true game players. We always have our game face on, and at a high alert for a moment's notice to leap into action. We know there's a situation. We know there is a solution to any problem we are faced with. We are determined women, and we will fight to see our conquest through. We let no one distract us. Our goals become, we let no one distract us. Our goals, because we are high achievers. If the ball falls, we always come back, swinging and strike a home run. Strong women are those sometimes abandoned by their better halves and left alone to care for their young children and fend for themselves. However, to some, this seems to be a tremendous task, which comes with a lot of stress. A strong woman takes it in stride. No complaints, no sorrow. She just lives each day for a better tomorrow. She knows what needs to be done. So she does it as if it's her natural instinct. She takes what some may look at as negative, but all she sees is another opportunity for positivity. I am not only one example of a strong woman, but I know many of them. Sandra is a perfect example of such a woman. The woman has seen more trials and tribulation, but still manages to laugh like no one is listening and dance like no one is watching. Ooh. This is a strong spirit, not just a strong woman. When Sandra was just 4 months pregnant, her unborn baby's father was killed. This woman was 19 with a GED, no job, future, or money. Baby daddy was an immigrant. She decided to go back to high school because a GED would not do for an unborn child. She went back to school and had her child and cared for a terminally ill parent. With a diploma in hand, a child on the hip, and an ill parent, she still managed to persevere and find a full-time job. When she realized that wasn't enough, she picked up two part-time jobs to go with one full-time job. Now, how in the did this woman work during their 24 hours and still sleep? Again, strong woman can jump over a building in a single bound. The woman is now 38 years old, happily married with a 17-year-old daughter who is ready for college. If you see this woman at a house party or in the street, you would never know the things she's been through, because she still laughs loud and she's still standing. Keep up the good work. You know who you are. You're a strong woman. And guess what? That story relates to me. Oh, yes, it does. That story relates to me. I have a lot of characteristics like Sandra, being a strong woman. A little bit. I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. The fact that I deal with being a single parent. Number two, dealing with a son who has diagnosis for, I want to word this the right way. The doctors say mental health, but we believe him for his healing. So dealing with that, a woman who's dealt with financial issues with little to no help. So I identify with a strong woman. But if you're a strong woman, don't be embarrassed. Embrace it, because that's what you are. You're a strong woman. They say pressure busts the pipes, but guess what? You won't crack under pressure long as you have the right one helping you through. So when I read out of that book just right now, Strong Woman, it meant something to me. It gave me more empowerment when I read that story. When I read it, I felt stronger. That's what that meant to me when I read out of this book. When I read these words, strong woman, it makes me feel more empowered. It makes me feel stronger. It makes me feel like I can go through anything. It makes me feel resilient. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me be hopeful. It has ignited my faith, because my faith had been low. But I'm a strong woman. I have my times I've broken. I break sometimes. But guess what? I have to keep pushing and pushing. So do you identify with this woman in this book? As I said, I'm going to come on here weekly and read stories about these different women on here and going to see if you can relate. Drop down in the comments whether or not you can relate to being a strong woman. Last week I read on a religious woman, but this week I'm talking about a strong woman. You know, that woman who could take anything, that woman who could take slander, who could take abuse, verbal abuse, maybe physical abuse, maybe being looked over, maybe being walked over, maybe being counted out. That is a strong woman. A woman who could, like they said, a man leaving them with the children and she still can persevere, saying she got to do what she got to do. A woman who don't have enough money to feed her kids, and she feeds them rice and butter. She feeds them butter and toast. She feeds them jelly with bread. She feeds them peanut butter and jelly. She feeds them Vienna sausages. She feeds them Spam. She feeds them beans and rice. Strong woman. Strong woman. Let me know. Any woman who watched this video, any woman who sees this video, let me know how you can identify with me. A strong woman is so important in these times we're going through now. We're going through some times, y'all, and everything has not even came into the physical, where you're going to need to be a strong woman, a woman of prayer, a woman of fasting, a woman of perseverance, a woman of resilience, a woman who's relentless, a woman who can turn a little bit of nothing into a lot of something and still have love to give her kids. Still have love to give her kids. Be able to feed them. They always say, back in the day, they used to say, make $1 out of 15 cents. That's the type of woman you will have to be in this season. If you on here and you think you don't have enough and you got 15 cents, you got to be a woman who can make $1 out of 15 cents. That's what I call a strong woman. A strong woman, when she don't have her hair done, she can wear a scarf and walk in pride. Walk in pride. Walk in pride. Know she's beautiful. A strong woman. A strong woman who can put on a Family Dollar outfit and still look good. Strong woman. A strong woman who can put a smile on her face. And still show beauty inside out. A strong woman who goes and help people. A strong woman who go and reach back to those who did her wrong, but she still love them. A strong woman who tries to help people, go around helping people, doing stuff for people. Even though they've tried to use her, they've backstabbed her, they've counted her out. Strong woman. I encourage you on here today to be a strong woman, be a strong woman with God. Y'all be blessed. And next week, I'm going to come back on here and read about another type of woman and see if you can relate. Let me know if you can relate with being a strong woman. And if you're a man, let me know if you're a strong man. Good night.